What's poppin', y'all? Long time no see. It's your boy Pee Wee the Plug. We back with another Hoopgrids video. I know I've been gone for a while. We've been on this Through the Wire tour, killing it at every live show. We back locked in. I've been seeing y'all comments. I've been seeing y'all tweets. I've been seeing y'all DMs. I'm back with the Hoopgrids. Hoopgrids. We got 2K around the corner. The NBA season will be back in no time, so we're going to get locked back in on this content and get the grind back going. Before we dive into this Hoopgrids, though, I just want to remind you guys, make sure you hit that like button for me. And if you're new and you enjoy this type of content, make sure you subscribe. Without further ado, let's dive into this Hoopgrids, baby. First and foremost, I haven't been on Hoopgrids in a while, so I'm not gonna lie, this is my first time seeing the grid like this. Usually what I'm accustomed to seeing is the teams and the teams on the side, and then you got two teams, and that last category is usually just the words. This is my first time, I think, seeing teams, and then word. I usually do this in OCD, like I have to do it in order, where I would do the Bulls, then the Raptors, the Pistons, the North Carolina, the under 5. This time we're gonna start with never played in the playoffs. That seems like the hardest category to get off. I'm just going with the first thing off the top of my mind. Has Bargnani played in the playoffs? Who did he play in the playoffs with? Did he play in the playoffs with the Raptors? I could be tripping. Okay, so Bargnani has played in the playoffs. Sonny Weems. Has Sonny Weems played in the playoffs? I don't think so. Sonny Weems, goal, 1.66. We off to a great start. Sonny Weems. Is there anybody else? Has Chuck Hayes ever played in the playoffs? Chuck Hayes. I think Chuck Hayes played on those Raptor playoff teams. Okay, yeah. Chuck Hayes played on those teams. What about, how do you say? Policial. It's a dude. I don't know how to pronounce the name or say the name. Somebody with a name that's like pistachio almost. It reminds you of like pistachio. Somebody a long time ago played for the Raptors with that name. Did Keon Clark play on the playoffs? Keon Clark must have played in the playoffs with the Kings. I definitely think Keon Clark played on a playoff team with the Kings. Who else do we have for the Raptors? Who played on those teams with Sonny Weems? You had Sonny Weems. You had a young DeMar DeRozan. The thing about the Raptors is eventually those young teams made the playoffs. So you had Kyle Lowry, Grievous Vasquez, Terrence Ross. Can I think harder? I'm trying to think of more guys that play for the Raptors. We have Vince Carter, Tracy McGrady. We have Damon Stoudemire. I think Rafer Austin, Morris Peterson, Chris Bosh. Did Landry Fields make the playoffs? Landry Fields made the playoffs. Sonny Weems, we'll sit with Sonny Weems for a second. Never made the playoffs for the Pistons. So let's think. We talking Brandon Knight. Brandon Knight might have made the playoffs with the Milwaukee Bucks. Brandon Knight is a good one. Maybe we can do something better. You got Brandon Knight. Who else played for the Pistons? Obviously Drummond, Greg Monroe, Josh Smith, John Lohr, Josh Jackson. That's probably a popular answer. I can see that being a silver. Oh, Josh Jackson is another good one, 1.08. Is it anybody out there who could be a diamond? Who could be a diamond? You got Carlos Delfino. Then you got all of the current guys, Cade Cunningham, Killian, Jaden Ivey, all of those guys. Is there anybody who they drafted? Brandon Jennings were on those teams. Who else did they give a lot of money to? The Stan Van Gundy Pistons gave away a lot of money. They also had a playoff team that was the 8th seed. I think they matched up with the Cavaliers that had Marcus Morris, KCP, Drummond. That was a nice, cool like 2K team. Josh Jackson may be the one. Sean May or Rashad McCants. Oh, he scored high. Sean May scored even higher. North Carolina players. David Noel. Okay, David Noel is a gold. I think we can maybe hit somebody that's lower than that. Who else? Ed Davis has been in the playoffs. Marvin Williams has made the playoffs. North Carolina. Tyler Zeller. North Carolina produces really, really good players, if you haven't tell. Raymond Felton. Theo Pinson's played in the playoffs. Has Justin Jackson made it to the playoffs? Justin Jackson has made it to the playoffs. Who else is out there? I'm just naming names to get my memory going. PJ Hairston. PJ Harrison never played. Who did PJ Harrison play in the playoffs with? Maybe PJ Harrison was on a playoff team with Kimball Walker and Al Jefferson. He may have been on those rosters. We'll work with David Noel. Under 5 points per game in a season. Did Rashad McCants ever have less than 5 in a year? Rashad McCants had less than 5 in a year. And the Chicago Bull that has played for North Carolina. Obviously, you have Michael Jordan. Obviously, you have Kobe White. Who else? North Carolina has some guys. I'm forgetting somebody extremely important. We'll skip that for a second. Pistons under 5 points per game. Who's a Piston? Darko? Darko is probably a popular name. Yeah, Darko is a popular name. Lindsey Hunter. Lindsey Hunter, backup point guard on the championship teams, backed up Chauncey Billups. Come on, we got to be able to get a diamond for the Pistons. Okay, let's think harder. Let's think Eldon Campbell. Eldon Campbell. Also on those championship Piston teams. Our first diamond. We need a couple more diamonds, man. We trying to strive for less than 10. Under 5 points per game in a season for the Raptors. Chuck Hayes had to have less than 5 points. Yes, Chuck Hayes, another diamond. This Bulls one, we talking about Chris Duhon, Duke, Ben Gordon, UConn, Elton Brand is Duke, Metta World Peace is St. John's, Eddie Curry, Tyson Chandler, straight out of high school, Captain Kirk is Kansas, Carlos Boozer is Duke, Ron Mercer is Kentucky, Jamal Crawford is Michigan, we talking Nocioni, Keith Bogans is Kentucky, Ronnie Brewer is Arkansas, Nate Robinson is Washington, Joe Kim is Florida, Jimmy is Marquette. Man, that is tough. The only guy besides Michael Jordan that I'm thinking of is Kobe White, but I know it's somebody else. I know somebody else has played for North Carolina. Vince Carter went to North Carolina. Jerry Stackhouse went to North Carolina. Rasheed Wallace went to North Carolina. This is gonna eat me up, man. This one is eating me up. Oh, brother. Justin Jackson played for the Bulls? I can't remember. No, not Justin Jackson. Kendall Marshall played for the Bulls, didn't he? Kendall Marshall played for the Lakers, played for the Bucks, played for the Suns, he played for the Hornets. My North Carolina memory is not doing good. I'm gonna put Kobe White. Wow, spelling Kobe White wrong. Put Kobe White right here for a second. I know that's just horrible. Kobe White just boosted us up to 34. Why is my mind going blank? There is somebody super annoying. Bulls. Lou Aldane went to Duke. Rondo, Dwayne Wade, Drummond, John Lucas III, Oklahoma State. Who am I not remembering, bro? This is what happens when you dive into too much football. This is my problem. This is why I need to be on Hoopgrids every day, because I just know there's like 3 or 4 people that I'm just like blanking on. And they might not even fit this category, but the fact that I'm having a hard time like thinking of people to even try to put there. I'm thinking of the same people. I'm trying to think of the Bulls teams before even Carlos Boozer was there. You had Derrick Rose, Joakim Noah, Brad Miller. Let's skip that for a second. Bulls, Pistons, Bulls, Raptors. Who's a player that played for the Bulls and played for the Pistons? So you got Andre Drummond, Ben Gordon. Does Ben Gordon score well for this one? Probably not, right? Somebody that's played for the Bulls and the Pistons. Ooh, Mike James. Good pull, P. I needed that one. Might have to just settle with Kobe White, man. Hoopgrids, congratulations, you got me. Bulls, Raptors. I can't go out like that with the Bulls. I gotta think a little harder. There is somebody that I'm legitimately forgetting. I know Brad Miller played for the Kings. Brad Miller ain't played for the Raptors, did he? Don't want to use DeMar DeRozan. Raptor players. Charles Oakley probably grades out high for this, right? I don't want to use Charles Oakley. Charles Oakley is, there's no telling what grade he is. We could think of better than Charles Oakley. Let's think. Oh, duh. Corey Blunt, right? Or Lonnie Baxter. One of them played for them. There we go. Corey Blunt. Thank you. So boom, 35.66. Horrible. This was horrible by my standards. Shout out to Hoopgrids. They stumped me. And I'm not gonna beat myself up too much because I'm not thinking it back to James Worthy and them guys. Hoopgrids, congratulations, man. You stumped me. Ah, that's gonna eat me up. That's gonna eat me up. All right, we out. Appreciate y'all watching. Hoopgrids, count your days because I'm coming for y'all next. I'll see y'all next episode, man. I'm out. Peace.